I regret my vote. I never thought I'd say that, but I regret my vote. I voted for Trump. And now, in the first few weeks of his presidency, thousands of people are losing their jobs. I lost my job. I was the director of operations of bear studies. For the last 4 years, we've been studying whether or not bears in fact shit in the woods. And now it's gone. It's all gone. What am I supposed to tell my family? What am I supposed to tell them? If you voted for Trump, I don't even know what to say except fuck you. All the money being taken, and all the jobs being lost. I don't know what to do.
Why, oh why do poor white people vote against themselves time and time again? They vote for Trump and the other MAGA politicians only to have every promise broken, prices go up, social supports evaporate. Here's why. First, remember what I talked about recently, the psychological wage of whiteness. That term was coined by W.E. Du Bois to describe poor white folks being paid with social status rather than decent living conditions. They're convinced by the elites that they're better than black folks, better than immigrants, Latinos, LGBTQ folks. They're convinced that being white puts them in the same league as the elites. Of course, the elites know otherwise, but the poor whites buy it because they're grasping at straws. Second, they are convinced that the people they're supposedly better than are the big threat in their lives. Not the rich, not the corporations or the politicians, but immigrants, black folks, welfare queens, LGBTQ, criminals, you know, the usual scapegoats. Third, the elites promise protection to poor white folks. A politician comes along and says, I'll keep those people in their place, or I'll kick them out, or I'll lock them up. Or more politely, I'll defend your values. They don't say, I'll make your life better. Well, they say it, they just don't mean it. They'll say, I'll make sure they don't get ahead of you. Fourth, they vote for the punishment, not the policy. When a law gets passed that slashes public housing or school funding or food aid, they think, good, that'll stop those lazy freeloaders. And they do some mental gymnastics that make them believe it's worth losing those things for their own families in order to see those problematic black people and immigrants and so forth being punished. It gets to a point where just seeing those guys being punished is reward enough, which is pretty sick, but that's how behavior works. Their housing, schools, and groceries are on the chopping block too, but they blame that on Biden. Always a scapegoat. They get hit by the same policies they were told would punish the others, and they blame the wrong people. The system fails them, but they've been trained to blame the scapegoats, not the cause, which is the rich people, the people they voted for. So they think the problem is still those people, not the fact that they were personally manipulated by the people they voted for. They're basically saying, I'll take the hit as long as you don't help them, or worse, as long as you hurt them. That is the psychological wage Du Bois was talking about, the trade-off between material security for racial status. And that's a crying shame, folks. One share, like, save, and comment shows that you care about white people taking responsibility for racism in America. This work is important to me, and I want to keep doing it. If you want to support me, consider a donation of any size to coffee.com/Kelly Snyder. And yeah, spelling is important.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, after MAGA people and Republicans vote for DJT, we have been seeing majority of them, they have been coming out regretting for voting for DJT, because these people, they voted to punish black people and immigrant people and the people of the color. These people, they voted against their own interests. These people, they voted for racism. But right now, we are seeing majority of people who are really suffering in America, they are white people. And right now, they are regretting for voting for DJT. And also, white folks right now, white folks, they are now confused that black are not crying about economy and they are happy while they are sad. So you can see these people, they are rage and confused. Why are black not crying for this harsh economy? And why are black people, they are happy seeing them crying? It is black people, they are happy because black people, they warn you not to vote in for this administration, but you guys, you didn't listen. These people, they voted against racism. They voted to punish immigrant people and black people and the people of the color. But right now, we are seeing the more people who are being punished, it is them. So kindly guys, I want you to watch this video and see how white folks, they are really suffering in America. Then I'll be back with more comment. All credits goes to the original creator of the video. I'm your host, Jaden Reaction. Remember, this video, it is only for educational purpose.
I don't want to hear your cries. I don't want to hear your complaining. I don't want to hear your coulda, shoulda, wouldas, because I don't feel no ways tired. I don't want to hear this is not what I voted for. This is exactly what you voted for. That man let you know time and time again that he don't fool up with black and brown people. And it's sad because you yearning so bad to have proximity to whiteness made you turn a blind eye to the disrespect, made you feel like you were bigger than the program, made you feel like all the insults that he spewed against your people didn't apply to you. So now y'all want to act shocked and appalled because he done called the National Guard, everybody and they mama, to scrape you and your family members off the floor of LA. No better fool.
I was a Trump supporter. I don't know how long I can keep doing this.
You should have stopped years ago, but continue.
I have a construction company, and not a fucking thing is getting done.
So here we are, in the midst of the consequences of our own actions. Got it. Continue.
This is what I get.
Yes.
This is what I fucking get. Nothing but white boys. Takes 4 days to do a one-day job. I might have fucked up.
You might have fucked up? No, you 100% fucked up. But the sad thing is, the sad and horrible thing is that you only think you fucked up because it's directly affecting you. You don't care about the millions of other people that it's affecting in the United States. This is 100% what you get when you ignore that he's a felon. When you ignore when he said, grab her by the you know what. When you ignore that he is liable for sexual assault. When you ignore that he has done scams and he says racist, horrible, homophobic things. This is what you get. Because the racism was there in his language all the time. You could hear him speak his racism every single day, and you chose to ignore it. So yeah, this is what you have to deal with. And it doesn't matter which race we're talking about. Donald Trump only wants white people in this country, and you ignored that. So yeah, you're dealing with it. All my love.
I don't give a fuck if I'm crying. I don't fucking care. America, we're struggling, man. We're dying every day, bro. We got to hear about another friend that blew his fucking head off. Another friend that fucking overdosed. Another friend that fucking did something stupid. Another friend that fucking... Everyone... Dude, we're very lonely, America. This is from a veteran. We're dying. We're fucking dying, dude. You can't just feed us pills and say, here's fucking $100 a month. Go. I don't care if I sound like a bitch.
So I admit, I regret my vote for Donald Trump. I regret it because I needed these changes sooner. I needed the prices to go down sooner so that I didn't drain out my bank accounts and go into crippling credit card debt so that when I had an emergency, I had money set aside. So when my son's glasses break, I could actually get him new ones. I can't do any of that right now. My car broke down, and so I'm in a friend's car just to work, to continue living paycheck to paycheck. I knew it was going to be hard, and that it wasn't going to come fast. I just wish that things would work out better. I really regret that everything is taking so long because there's so much pushback, because I don't even know the reasons anymore. I don't understand why good things have to be trampled on. I don't know why good people have to be trampled on. I don't want a lot. I just want to be comfortable. I just want to not live paycheck to paycheck. I just want to be able to live and work. I work 7 days a week to not even make ends meet sometimes, and my car broke down, and I have a few $1,000s worth of repairs to do on it. My son's glasses broke, and I can't even take him to the eye doctor. I just want to get past the hard part. I want to get to the part where it's not just crippling. I know he's working on it. I know that it's gonna get better, and that it wouldn't have been any better with anybody else. I just really needed things to start working again. They're still not. I mean, I owe more in taxes this year, which is just more debt that I can't pay. And I have to pay. It's just another $100 or so a month that I can't afford. So no, I guess I really don't regret voting for Donald Trump. I just regret that his changes didn't come sooner. I just need relief. I need the good things to start coming. I know it's coming. I just need it sooner rather than later right now. Good vibes, everybody. Thank you. And
I don't know how any of you guys are going and going and going. I know you gotta be at the same level of mental health as me. Every day it's something new between the fucking news and the fucking stupid Biden and stupid Trump. And this country's fucked. Every day we're spending more and more money. None of us are getting ahead. The rich people are the ones that are fucking getting ahead. I'm tired of struggling. I've done everything I can. I'm trying to be a good man. I take care of my daughter. I take care of my wife. The best I can. I can't keep going. Every day it's something new. Then on top of that, as if you're not trying to spend money, you have to. Fucking everything's expensive. I own a painting company, I still can't fucking make it. I'm fucking trying, man. I can't look at my daughter and my wife and know I'm failing. I'm fucking Everybody wake up. It's time to stand up. It's time to be tired of this. It's our turn to fucking eat. I want to eat. I want my family to eat. I want you guys to eat. Stand up. Let's go. Stand up, man. Let's fucking eat. I'm tired. Let's help each other. I don't care what your political affiliation is. I don't care what fucking color you are. If you are not eating and you're struggling, eat with me. Let's struggle together then. Let's be a team.
So y'all voted red and now you're broke, mad, and confused. So let's talk about it. The young people who voted for Trump and the Republican movement, they are already regretting their vote. And I'm not even going to pretend to be surprised because I knew it would happen. And y'all got to understand, it's because this is always the play. See, a lot of young people didn't have the tools to really critically think about the impacts of what Trump's policies would have on their lives. And you know why? Because the American education system was never built for you to think critically. It was built to keep you just smart enough to pass a test, but not smart enough to question power. So when the propaganda machine started pumping, most of y'all didn't even know how to check that stuff to know what was factual and what was a lie. You didn't even know how to look past the shiny slogans, the memes, the TikToks, and actually ask real questions like, how does this policy impact me? My rent, my student loan, my future. And now here you are, under this Trump-led regime, finding out the hard way that Republicans do not have your back. That same party that you thought was about freedom is deciding the books you can read now, what rights you have, and whether you can even afford to survive. And look, I get it. When you're young, it feels like political policies and government and all that stuff, it feels like it's just background noise. You think it's something for old people to just argue about, but you see, it is not just noise. It's your life, boo. And if you don't take this seriously, the folks who do take this seriously, you know that older generation that's been controlling everything forever, they gonna keep stacking the deck against you. So now my question is, now that you are living under the policies that you voted for, are you ready to wake up yet? Are you ready to stop treating government like a joke and start treating it like survival? Because until young people wake up, old people are gonna keep cashing checks.
All I can say, I was a dumbass, voted for Trump only because of my beliefs. People around me encouraged it. I can think for myself, yes. But I felt at the time that was the better choice. Now I'm looking at it with everything going on. It was the worst decision I ever made. I wanted not to vote. But people said you won't be able to have a say in anything if you don't vote. I totally regret this. I shouldn't have voted at all.
Well, the big beautiful bill just passed. Thank you, God. This country was getting way too fucking free. At least now the federal government can monitor and survey every single thing I do with AI and facial recognition and drones. Do you know how hard life has been without that? At least public funding is getting cut and healthcare is going to get streamlined, which means less coverage than there already is. At least poor people will die faster because they can't afford healthcare. At least schools will finally be safer. No, not from guns. Those are still allowed in there, but at least they won't have to talk about diversity or black people anymore. At least asylum seekers will finally get fast tracked to deportation. Yeah, bro, this is the safest country on earth, but only if you're born here. At least when my health problems are misdiagnosed, I can blame it on a computer rather than a person. At least rich people finally get to be richer. Oh my God, do you know how hard they've had it? At least the federal government has way more power than ever before, because who the fuck wants to be free anyways? And finally, half the American workforce will finally be replaced by AI. Thank you, God. Who needs a living wage? What a beautiful country. Who would want to live here?
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how white folks, they are really crying right now because of the economy, and majority of them, they are regretting for voting for this administration. They have gone to an extent of saying that these people for a very long time, they have been knowing that the people who need to suffer in America, it is only white folks, but not, it is only black folks, but not them white folks. But this time around, God came through for black people, and we are seeing the people who are really suffering in America right now. It is the white folks. And you guys, you know, the black people, they try to warn these white folks not to vote in for DJT, not to vote in for Donald Trump administration, because black people, they saw what it is coming. Black people, they prepared and they warn these white folks, the Republicans and the MAGA people, not to vote for this administration. But these people, they ignore warning from the black people. These people, they saw that black people, they want like to put their fellow black person, and also these people, they saw gender, because black people, they were highly they were highly promoting Kamala Harris. They wanted Kamala Harris to get in office, but the white folks, they didn't want that, because first of all, they saw a gender, they saw Kamala Harris, she's a woman, and also they saw that Kamala Harris, she's a black woman, so they didn't want to vote for her. So instead of that, these people, they wanted to vote for their own. They choose racism, and these people, they voted against their own interests. So right now, these people are the ones who are really suffering, to a point whereby we have been seeing majority of white folks, that have been losing their jobs. We have been seeing majority of white folks, they cannot even afford basic necessities. We have been seeing the white farmers. We have seen the Nebraskas, Texas farmers. They are really crying. Majority of them, they are going bankrupt simply because these people, they voted for deportation, and they knew that the people who are helping the white farmers in the farm, they are immigrant people, and the people of the color, they're the ones who are really helping the white farmers in the farm. And the white farmers, they have been taking advantage of paying low wages to these immigrant and the people of the color who are really helping them in the farm. So these people, after knowing that they voted for deportation, this right now we are seeing they are going bankrupt simply because the workers they have refused to show up in their farms. And right now we are seeing the crops, it is rotting in the farms. We have been seeing also Donald Trump, he came out and implemented taxes and implemented and he came Donald Trump, he came with tariff, and we have seen how these tariffs, they have really also affected the white farmer. So this is to tell you that things are not the same in America, and these people right now, they are feeling exactly what black people have been feeling for over 400 years. You know, black people in America, they have been suffering whenever the black people, they have been raising these issues that these people, they are going through right now. They didn't listen to the issues of the black people who are raising. So black people, they have been going through the same for over 400 years. But right now we are seeing these people, they are going through the same challenges and the struggle. They are now crying. You can imagine black people that have been going through that for over 400 years. What if you guys, you need to go with that challenges and the problem for almost 400 years? There will be no white folks in America. So this is like a lesson. God, he has come through for black people, and also he wants these white folks to go through and see how black people, they have been suffering in America. And this is like a lesson, and I've been telling you that God is using DJT to punish these white folks. And also, guys, this is like a lesson. These people right now, they need to learn. For over 400 years, these people that have been voting for racism, these people that have been voting to punish black people, whenever they are seeing black people going through, they are having the problem in their community. These people, they always don't want to come out and help black people. They always leave black people to solve their issues. But when it is now time for them to cry, they need help from black people. And that's why you can see majority of white people that are asking themselves, why are black people not coming out and protest and complain with us white folks in this hard economy? So these are some of the questions that these white folks, they are asking themselves. Why are black people happy? Why are black people not complaining? Why are black people thriving in this harsh economy? It is black people that are thriving in this harsh economy because the black people, they saw what it is coming and they prepared. It is not only the black people that are not suffering. Black people that are suffering also in America. Up to date, they are still suffering. It is black people, they saw what it is coming. And also one thing about black folks in America, these people, they know how to thrive, whether in the harsh economy or in a hard economy. These people, they know how to thrive in the harsh economy. So right now they are keeping quiet because these people, they know how to make it while the economy is not favoring them. So the white folks right now, the economy is not also favoring them, and they are really crying because they didn't have a plan. And these people, it is like they are being they are now going through the same challenges and the struggle that black people that have been going through. And that's why black people, they have left them to also go through that same challenges and the struggle. And black people, they want to see how these people, they will also overcome those challenges and the struggle that they are facing right now. And also, this is like a lesson for me. This video also, it is educational. It is for educational purposes. We are not laughing to any race that it is suffering right now in America. No, this video, it is only for educational purposes. And also, we are trying to remind the MAGA, the Republicans, the people who have been voting for racism, the people who have been voting against their own interest, the people who voted just to punish black people. But right now, we are seeing that the ones who are really suffering. And it is like a judgment. Judgment, it is now coming in America. And I've been telling you that these white folks, they need to start asking forgiveness to the black people. First of all, these people, they need to pay reparation to the black people. These people, they need to compensate the families that they hurt during this slavery time. And also, they need to pay African countries their reparation, because if they will not pay the reparation, America right now, it is falling down and it is judgment time in America. And I've been telling you that God is using DJT to punish these white folks for the wrongdoings that they've been doing for over 400 years. Right now, it is their payback time, and that's why you can see things are not the same in America. Right now, America, it is falling down. And also, apart from Americans crying, the economy, the cost of living, majority of them losing their jobs, and also people, they are avoiding America. We have been seeing the American airports. Some of them, they are empty. The visitors are not showing in the Americans airport. People are avoiding to go in America because of how America right now, it is treating immigrant people. You have been seeing how America, it is deporting people. Donald Trump, he promised that he's going to deport illegal immigrant people back to their country. And we have been seeing how they are tracking this illegal immigrant. It is not how it's supposed to be. It is like these people, they are abducting people. It is like these people, they are forcing the people of the color out of their country. It is not only migrant people. These people, they are forcing people, the people of the color out of their country. And Donald Trump, he came out and said that he wants to make America great again. And that's why we have been saying that Donald Trump, DJT is becoming a racist, because he don't want to see any color in America apart from white color. And that's why he is deporting people with is deporting people with no care, because he wants just white folks to remain in America. And that's why I've been telling you that America, it is going to fall down, and America will not recover from the hands of DJT. So kindly guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like this video, share, and also comment. See you in my next one. Bye bye guys.